Hello students, in the present lecture, I am going to discuss with you the provisions of section number 54, 55 and 55A. In these provisions, we will discuss how the sentence of death and sentence of imprisonment for life can be commuted into any other punishment. What is the meaning of commutation? Commutation means change of one form of punishment into the another kind of punishment which is provided by the Indian Penal Code. So far as commutation of sentence of death is concerned, section 54 states that in every case in which sentence of death shall be passed, the appropriate government. What is the meaning of appropriate government? We will discuss the meaning of appropriate government in section 55A. The appropriate government may, without the consent of the offender, commute the punishment of sentence of death for any other punishment which is provided by Indian Penal Code. Basically, there are 5 kinds of punishments which are laid down in section 53 of IPC. The appropriate government has the power to commute the sentence of death into any other punishment which is provided by Indian Penal Code. Sentence of death can be commuted into this imprisonment for life. It can be commuted into imprisonment which may be rigorous or which may be simple. It may be commuted into the forfeiture of property, or it may be commuted into the form of fine. The appropriate government has absolute power in this relation, but this power of the appropriate government is the discretionary power of the appropriate government. No one can compel the appropriate government to commute the sentence of death into any other form of punishment which is provided by this code. And this power can be exercised by the appropriate government even without the consent of the offender. There is no need to take consent of the offender before commutation of sentence of death. So I want to repeat the provision of section 54. Section 54 states, in every case in which sentence of death shall be passed, the appropriate government may, without the consent of the offender, commute the punishment for any other punishment provided by this code. Whereas section number 55 deals with commutation of sentence of imprisonment for life. In every case in which sentence of imprisonment for life shall have been passed, the appropriate government may, it is also the discretionary power of the appropriate government, may, without the consent of the offender, commute the punishment for imprisonment of either description for a term not exceeding 14 years. Meaning to say that sentence of imprisonment for life can be commuted into the punishment for imprisonment, and this imprisonment should not exceed for a term of 14 years, and this imprisonment can be of either description. It may be rigorous imprisonment, it may be simple imprisonment. But imprisonment for life cannot be commuted into the punishment of death, because punishment of death is considered to be the most aggravated form of punishment in comparison to imprisonment for life in India. So imprisonment for life cannot be commuted into the sentence of death, whereas sentence of death can be commuted into the imprisonment for life. Now discuss section 55A. Section 55A define what is the meaning of appropriate government for the purpose of section 54 and 55. In section 54 and 55, the expression appropriate government means in cases where the sentence is a sentence of death. It is very important to note where the sentence is a sentence of death or where the sentence is for an offense against any law relating to a matter to which the executive power of the union extends, the appropriate government will be the central government. Meaning to say that if the sentence is passed of death or the sentence is for an offense which is against any law which is relating to a matter to which the executive power of the union extends, then the appropriate government will be the central government who will commute the sentence into any other punishment. And in cases where the sentence, whether of death or not, is for an offense against any law relating to a matter to which the executive power of the state extends, then state government within which the offender is sentenced will be the appropriate government. So, section 54 of IPC empowers the appropriate government, the central government in case of an offense committed in the union territories, and state government in case of an offense committed in the states, to commute the sentence of death to any other punishment which is provided under the Indian Penal Code. The similar provision of commutation are laid down under section 433 and 433A of CRPC, as are contained under the provisions of section 54 and 55 of IPC, under which the appropriate government is entitled to commute, suspend or remit sentences passed by the courts. But it is very important to note here that power of the central or state government under the provisions of section 433 and 433A is wider in comparison to the power which have been given in section 54 and 55 of IPC, because in CRPC the appropriate government has the power to suspend as well as remit the sentences passed by the courts, whereas in section 54 and 55 of IPC only the power of commutation is given to the appropriate government. It is also very important to note here that courts cannot commute the sentence once it is inflicted by the courts of law. Once the court passed the judgment, once the court inflicted the punishment upon the offender, it cannot commute the sentence of the offender. It is only the appropriate government that is empowered to commute the sentence of death and life imprisonment under section 54 and 55, read with section 433 and 433A of CRPC respectively. However, there is an exception to this general rule, which is laid down under section 416 of CRPC in relation to pregnant women. Section 416 of CRPC empowers the High Court in case of a pregnant woman to commute the sentence of death to imprisonment for life or postpone its execution until such time as it deems fit. So let us study what is laid down in section 416 of CRPC. Section 416 of CRPC provides as, if a woman who has been sentenced to death thereafter is found to be pregnant, the High Court shall, first of all, High Court shall order the execution of the sentenced to be postponed, and may, if it thinks fit in the appropriate case, commute the sentence of death to imprisonment for life. Meaning to say that if the offender is a woman who has been sentenced to the punishment of death and is found to be pregnant, then it is the mandatory duty of the High Court to postpone the execution of the sentence of death, and it will be thereafter the discretion of the High Court in an appropriate case to commute the sentence of death to imprisonment for life in the interest of that child. Okay, the Supreme Court of India in Triveni Ben versus State of Gujarat AIR 1989 Supreme Court 142 held that the prolonged delay in execution of death sentence does not automatically entitle the accused to a lesser sentence of life imprisonment. It is very important. The Supreme Court said that if due to any reason there is prolonged delay in the execution of death sentence, that does not automatically entitle the accused to say that I should be entitled to the lesser sentence of life imprisonment. He will be liable to the sentence of death in the near future. So this is something about this lecture. If you like my lecture, then please subscribe my channel. If you want to get notes of my law lectures, then you can go to Google and type lawarticles2020.blogspot.com. Thank you very much.